What is going on, everybody? How you doing? Welcome to another Sports Talk podcast number 20. Hopefully, the Beast will be here soon. But hope all's going well. Hope all's going well. As you can see by the background, I am on location once again. Um, so from that standpoint, but some interesting things happened this week. Like one thing, for instance, I know Dom likes women's college sports. He likes women's sports and altogether. And I don't know if you heard about it, but the University of Tennessee, every player that could come back has entered the transfer portal. The University of Tennessee women's basketball has 0 players coming back for next season as of right now. I believe one of their freshmen has asked to get out of their contract, and I'm not sure about the other one, but I found that very interesting. I mean, I don't understand. I think there's one. Well, the last one was a freshman who announced that she was going to. So the freshman who, what's happening, man? The freshman who was on the team, she has requested to enter the portal now, and I believe they had 2, let's say top recruits, if you want to call them, that out of those 2, one of them has already asked to get out of the contract. So, but from players that were on the team, the University of Tennessee has no returning players as of right now, which is crazy that every active member on the team entered the transfer portal. And they said in women's college basketball, I think they said like 51% of the athletes have entered the transfer portal. So I don't know what this transfer portal. I don't know what they're trying to do with this transfer portal, letting these guys and girls just go wherever they are. I mean, I've said it once, I'll say it again, and I'll keep saying it. The NIL stuff is ruining, college sports. I know, not all sports go ahead and get the same kind of money, but I mean, if a player goes to a school and that coach then leaves, I can understand that player not wanting to be there anymore because they went there for the coach. What's up, Donnie?
Yeah,
they went there for the coach. A lot of them. Some of them go for the school, but a lot of them are going for the coach. Let's say it doesn't work out. What's up, Walken? So if it doesn't work out, I get it. You don't get enough playing time. I mean, and you think you should, or so and so. I get it, but I just wonder how much of this transfer portal stuff. I know in football, it's got to be a lot, and I would think in basketball, it's got to be a lot more towards money than it is towards anything. Because I just don't know why else you would enter the transfer portal.
I don't follow basketball, so
well, I mean, college in general. So it'll be interesting to see what happens as this goes on and everything. The other thing I wanted to mention, I know we don't really talk golf or anything, but Bryson DeChambeau at this week's Masters, he's actually using a 3D printer made iron at the Masters.
How long that's going to hold up for?
One of his clubs was actually made by a 3D printer.
Wow,
that's interesting. That's definitely interesting to me. That was my first thought. Also, was how the hell with the way these guys, with the power that they generate and stuff like that, how that in
I get
reality plastic club is going to hold.
you can understand a putter, not a wedge or an iron or anything like that.
Yeah, he said it's a 5. It's a 5 iron that he fabricated himself with a 3D printer.
Wow.
Now, I don't know. Maybe at the Masters golf course they don't use a lot of 5 irons. I don't know. Maybe you don't need to use that club a lot, so maybe that's why he picked that club, thinking, yeah, the 5 iron. Maybe like I said, maybe because they don't. Maybe that club's not used that often on that course because of distance, because of how far he could hit the ball. So maybe he uses it 2 times around, maybe see if it holds up. I don't know. It's gonna be. I found it. I found it interesting.
That is
When I read about it and everything. And then the other thing I read about Kirk Cousins is saying that if he's not the best quarterback, he should play. I mean, after that contract, I don't understand.
Yeah, I didn't understand that either.
I mean, I really, unless there's something.
Like, dude, you're making more than you're really worth. Come on.
Well, unless there's something in there, something else in there. You know what I'm saying? From that standpoint. Yeah, he said he's using it, so he might maybe he's only using it in the practice rounds, right? Because right now he's only in practice. Maybe he has the ability to use it in practice, but when they start tomorrow's Thursday. Yeah, when they start tomorrow, then maybe he can't use it. Great point.
Like just using it now just to see if it would actually hold up and work or not.
Yeah,
interesting. Yeah, Cousins just needs to keep his mouth shut and sit down and deal with whatever it is.
Yeah, I just I don't know, man. I mean, it is what it is, stuff like that. Rest in peace, Davy Lopes.
Yeah.
Davy Lopes passed away at 80 years old. Connor Griffin, the Pittsburgh shortstop. You see the deal he signed?
Yeah, wasn't it one of the top or the top for a shortstop?
9 years, $140 million.
He better prove himself.
What's up, man, guys? But I mean, you look at him. I mean, look, Seattle did it with J-Rod.
True.
I think didn't Kansas City do something like this with Bobby Witt Jr.?
I don't remember. I think so, though.
Yeah, definitely top for a Pirate. Tampa Bay did it with Wander.
That's true, yeah, and we saw that work out. We all saw that work out for him.
Didn't work out. It's the largest guarantee in Pirates history, as well as for any player in his rookie season.
That's what it was. Yeah, rookie season.
19 years old, is the first teenage position player debut since Juan Soto in 2018.
Oh, Juan wasn't 19 at the time.
Juan was 18,
I
think. I'm not sure what one.
Really.
Juan was 43.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay, they did play through. Witt, Tatis, Julio, Lou Bob, yeah, a lot of them went ahead and got those deals and stuff. I don't know. I mean,
if he proves himself worthy of it, I understand it, but he's not proven yet.
Well, not only that, let me ask you this question.
No, we don't, Maddie. Nobody knows.
No. Juan could be 43 for all we know.
Mm-hmm. What's up, Brandon?
What's up, Brandon? What's up, Goat?
If you're free, I'll send you the link, brother. Let me know.
Um, but here's the thing. Here's the thing for me. Like they're saying, signing Connor is a meaningful commitment to the team. Okay, I get that part, but let me ask you a question. Do you think now they open up the checkbook for 3 or 4 more guys? Oh, did I miss Chuck?
I didn't see Chuck either.
Oh, yeah, there he is. Sorry, Chuck.
Doc, what's up, brother?
I'm sorry about that, Chuck. Didn't mean to miss you. My bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if so I understand that's great. You took a young player. He's 19 years old. You signed him for 9 years. So basically, you signed him through his 20, until he's 29, let's say 28, 29.
Yeah.
But what does it do?
Yeah.
Like I understand they say they make a commitment, but now what? And I don't understand something. You sign him for that kind of a record deal before you sign Paul Skeens?
Yeah. I mean, how much you gonna offer him? It's gonna have to be something either above that or at least at that amount.
I mean, you got a Skeens, a Cy Young Award winner. You look at what he's done. I mean, yeah, he had one rough start this year. The other one was pretty good. I mean, if he has another year like it is now, I mean, you're talking about a guy who, crying out loud, he's probably looking at maybe kind of what Scooble wanted out of Detroit,
Yeah.
and he wanted what, 400 or 500 million. I gotta believe Skeens. Yeah, so you're looking at Skeens is going to be about 450 million, and I don't know whether they could do that.
And I know he's talked about not wanting to stay there. So I mean,
I don't know if he wants to sign. I mean, I don't know why.
I mean,
Look, he's going to go to a big market team, which number one is going to be tough because that part of that means that he's going to have to. I mean, there's only so many big market teams that are going to shell out that kind of money. I don't think he does, Dom. I don't think Skeens wants to sign there long term. I mean, it's not that it's like a bad place. I mean, Pittsburgh is it's good and everything, but I mean, it's not New York, it's not Boston, it's not Philadelphia, it's not L.A., it's not San Diego. I mean, it's not Texas. So from that standpoint, I don't know, where's he going to go? I mean, especially you got Scooble.
yeah.
Right. If you still have him to go ahead and get signed, Skeens is going to the Yankees as soon as he can bail. I mean, wouldn't surprise me, Chuck, that he. I mean, it would not surprise me that he would want to come to New York over going out west to California.
Yeah, looking at it, he's under contract through this year on a pre-arbitration deal, having signed a record $9.2 million signing bonus in 2023. So he's free agent in 2030, and 2027 is arbitration eligibility. So I could see him wanting to go to a contending team. I mean, even I could see possibly even Philly picking him up, possibly. I mean, I don't know. I can see it being the Yankees and or Dodgers. Possibly even Blue Jays, but I don't see him wanting to go north.
That's true. I didn't think about the Blue Jays. I mean, that would not be a bad idea and everything, but Yankees, Dodgers. I don't think the Yankees will spend that much these days.
Mets are a possibility too. They're spending money out the ass, so
I mean, the Mets could. I do think you gotta think about what happens with Skubal.
Yeah. I think you see what goes on with Skubal, and I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he ended up in Boston either. I mean, they're not like a huge contending team, but they're getting there and they're putting the pieces together.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love for him to come to us, but I know that ain't going to happen. We can't stay out of the basement.
Yeah, I think that's the big part right there.
Yeah.
So when you're looking at his deal is massive with the luxury tax.
That's true. That's got a point there.
That's true. That's definitely true. I mean, you have, Paul Skeens replacing Garrett Cole.
But they're going to look to trade him before he gets to free agency, that's for sure. Get what they can out of him before then. No, Matty, I'm sorry.
Yeah, probably not, Matt.
I mean, they found their checkbook, but they're going to end up trading somebody here soon.
I think when you look at a potential trade, I don't know how that they're trying to get close to equal value is going to be tough.
Yeah.
Because, what can you?
You're either going to have a hell of a farm team and give up a bunch of guys like that, or offer a crap ton of money.
Well, but I mean, you got to think that you're not wrong, Dom.
That's why.
Who knows? I mean, if he wants to win. If he believes that player or a player out there can be the one to put him over the top and have him bring a World Series to the Mets, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. The thing is, though, like I said, if you're going to try and I don't think you can do it in baseball, but the big issue you have with a trade is there's no guarantee that he would not want to hit the open market.
Right.
That's the bad part. Paul Skeen's agent,
Matt Connell and Matt Holloman.
Okay, good. So it's not Boros.
No, Burrow's definitely tell him to hit the open market. We'll get you as much as we can. Don't worry.
Yeah.
You'll get $300, $400, $500, $600, $700 million. I mean, they all try for that, obviously, but
well, I think with him, again, if you're going to make a trade, in baseball, and I don't know, I haven't heard of it. It's not like in basketball where you can do a sign and trade.
All right.
Hey, we want so-and-so. We'll offer him this deal. You sign to that deal, and then we'll trade for him. I don't think in baseball they can have any kind of negotiation period while before a trade is made. And maybe you can, but I don't remember hearing any players do that before.
Okay, as of late last year, Skeens publicly expressed a desire to win in Pittsburgh and dismiss rumors of Stephanie once out, stating, "I'm on the Pirates. My goal is to win with the Pirates. However, long-term commitment remains uncertain due to contract extension and all that." So he wants to win there, but I think if he, say, in 2028 or 2029 or 2027 even, he's like, "Look, we haven't won yet. I've been here this long," and goes through all that, it's a possibility then he wants to leave. But Give him credit if he honestly does want to stick around and try to win with Pittsburgh, but they need some better bats and some field.
Yeah, I agree with you there. They have, I don't know, man. I mean, you have Connor, Griffin, and then you have you have O'Neill, who's still learning, I think, to play center field. They have Bubba Chandler, the pitcher, who is another one who is, he's really good. They're saying that he has the potential to be just maybe, just below Paul Skeens. From what I heard, the guy they drafted this past year, Seth Hernandez, they're in love with him. They have a couple of other young pieces. But the problem you have is if you're going to try and make a commitment to Skeens to go ahead and win, then in reality you have to call up some of these younger guys that you think are can't miss guys and get them playing now. But then that goes ahead and screws up all of your thing of if you bring all those guys up, now they're all in arbitration at the same time. They all can go ahead and hit free agency at the same time. So how do you go ahead and make that work and everything? Yeah, I mean, he hasn't been that good out in center field. That's 100% correct.
I mean, they are 7-5, so they're not terrible early on. But I mean, I think they're going to have to hit at least the playoffs this year for Skeens to be like, maybe I'll stick around. Hit the playoffs this year. Maybe I'll stick around another year or two.
Well, playoffs are going to be difficult.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I know they're 7-5.
Still have like over 150 games left to play. So
Milwaukee's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they I don't think they really lost much in the off season. They did lose Freddie Peralta, but they got some parts and pieces. But I just think Pittsburgh, you're definitely looking at them as a wild card team, right? If they can go ahead and get there. And then, but to my point is that if you don't think if your best talent is still in, if the talent that's in the minor leagues is as good, like the 3 or 4 guys that I've heard talked about, then if you're Paul Skeens, how long do you wait?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. He goes into arbitration next year. Do you strike another deal and stick around another year after that? I mean, you're there until 2030. That's what they said. His free agent's 2030. If you don't make the playoffs by then, I think Skeens is gone. But then his value is probably not nearly as big as it is unless he does really, really good.
Well, that's interesting because you got to figure we're in 2026 right now. So he'd be a free agent after the 29 season or after the 30 season.
It says in 2030, so I don't know if that means after the 2030 season or at the 29 season.
Okay, so
for this argument's sake, he's 2029 is last year. He goes free agency the following year.
So he's got they got 4 years to do something.
That's what I think. All right, brother, we're gonna open the box at the end of this.
10-4.
Right, so you want to stop back in? We should still be on then.
So when you like I said, like Pittsburgh is, Pittsburgh is one of those teams. You have some really good young players. To Locken's point, hey, they went ahead and and they signed a guy like Connor. And the truth of the matter is, if he does super duper well, in 5 years or so, when he's 25 years old, 26, there'll be a team that's going to be willing to go ahead and take that contract. and then pay him because they're thinking he's entering his prime. As long as he's showing he's good and everything. Yeah, I believe Skeens is a super too. You know, but okay, I don't know. I mean, I just don't see. I just don't see it. And I know people are going to say, "See, this is why you need a salary cap."
Yeah.
So a guy like Skeens would stay in Pittsburgh. Would he?
Good question.
You know what I'm saying? Here's what the bottom line is. When he says, "I'm done, I need you," I'm not going to sign with you. I'm not going to re-sign. And going into his age 30 season, number one, it's not the best time to go ahead and hit free agency as a pitcher. You know, at 30, there are a lot of people who, get a little leery of signing, if they all of a sudden now I think he's an older guy because he's been in the big leagues a number of years.
Right.
But then at that age, he's like, you know what? I want to win. I don't need the 400. I doubt he. Well, who knows? He may get a $400 million contract at age 30. Anything is possible.
Right.
Who knows what it's going to look like then? I mean, maybe for crying out loud, it could be friggin' $600 million.
Right.
I
mean, see what they do with them.
Yeah. Yep.
If they sign, like you said, they sign Connor that, they're going to have to sign Schemes of something big if they're going to keep him around.
Well, to me, I mean, AJ. AJ, I have your package. It went to my neighbor's house. Well, my neighbor picked up our mail, and I guess in the pile, it fell off the pile, and she wound up going ahead and giving it to me like 2 or 3 days ago. So I did go ahead and get it. I haven't opened it yet, but I did go ahead and get it. But how could you go ahead and make the statement? I mean, look, who was it? The chair, Bob Nutting, said in a statement, signing Connor is a meaningful commitment to this team, to the city, and our fans. It reflects our belief in Connor, this season's club, and in the future of our organization. Connor represents everything we value in a player: exceptional talent, strong character, a team-first mentality, and a security that stood out to all of us from the beginning. He's the right person from the right family. This is another important step in work we have to build a winning team for this year and going forward. How do you say all those things about that guy? Have you ever said that about Paul Skeens?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so.
If you're Paul Skeens and you see that, and you see this article and you read it,
Be a little upset.
I mean, I would be pissed off.
I mean, knowing the money he got, I mean, now what I'm getting, just be like, you're gonna pay out your ass to keep me if you want to keep me now. I'm gonna want $800 million a year.
I mean, didn't Skeens win the Cy Young?
I believe so, yeah.
So you have a Cy Young Award winner, but you're telling everybody that the Connor Griffin signing is the most meaningful signing for this team.
Yeah. Words not thought out before sent out.
Right now I am in Florence, South Carolina.
He's in a luxury hotel, Don. Don't worry.
No, I'm in rookie of the year too.
Yeah.
What do you call it? I'm in a Hilton Garden Inn, nothing special. Let's see. Zach Elfin has to get Tommy John surgery.
That's true, Lock, and he will be. I mean, unless he just falls apart and they somehow trade him for some.
Well, he's going to get a long leash.
Right.
I mean, he's going to,
he really, really mess up big time.
Who?
Griffin. He'd have to mess up big time for them to really. Skeens was a draft pick. He has not signed. Skeens was a draft pick. He was not signed. So they picked him up as a draft. Yeah, I don't. Wow.
Yeah. I don't know if it's that. I don't know what the deal is.
I mean, it's gonna.
But don't forget, the Seattle signed that kid Cole Emerson to a big deal that had never played in the big leagues.
Yeah.
And Milwaukee went ahead and signed Cooper Pratt. And Cooper Pratt, they're both in AAA.
It'll be interesting to see how this season plays out and how Skeens does and all that. If he wins another Cy Young, he's going to end up with a lot of money. Churio, I think so, yeah.
Yep. Churio was another one who signed one of the contracts. Look, I give the teams credit for doing it. It's a smart move. It's a smart move for them to do it with one of these kids.
You're right.
Yeah. Quite honestly, they're probably not. They're probably not going to offer schemes because they know that they're not going to be able to offer what it's going to take for him to stay there.
Right.
I mean, that's just. I mean, that's just a fact the way it is.
Right.
And it's weird. I mean, I don't know how many more. I don't know how many more teams will do this, but I'm sure you'll see it. More and more. It would not surprise me if the Nationals went ahead and did it with Eli Wickets.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, Willits. Top tier talent stay with the home team, but Skeens will look good in Mexico. Yeah. Well, Dom, as long as there's no salary cap, we have no idea, where, what it will take to have these players stay with the team that drafts them.
Right.
I mean, I think, that's why I say, to me, when players say that, well, I would really like to go ahead and stay, but it's not up to me. It's up to the team. No, it's 100% on you. Because you can say, hey, I want to stay, and let's work on a contract that is fair for both sides.
Right.
I understand that you can't afford $400 million.
Right.
I understand you. I understand you can't afford $400 million. Where can you get to? Get to $300 million? All right. Well, you know what? I really want to win here. I mean, something along those lines. But that's the problem you have. That's the problem that you have with it. There is a path for some small things. Just to spend some money, see the team from you. Well, true, Dom, but I think, I mean, let's be honest. Acuna is probably the only one that you can say and I know he's gotten hurt, but he's probably the only one that might be at that same tier or close to a Skeens' tier. Ozzy Albies isn't.
No.
Austin Riley isn't. Matt Olson isn't. Michael Harris isn't. You know what I'm saying? So when these guys sign, they sign, like a guy like Austin Riley, for 10 years for $212 million. That's a lot different than a guy like Skeens, who, if you're going to try, who's a pitcher, so you're probably going to give him 5 at most, and you're going to start off at, 60 million a year to 80 million a year, because that's 300 to 400.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. I'm saying they all can't be Skeens. That's what I mean. That's the thing that's what I'm saying though, Dom. From that standpoint, is that I don't know. They would have had to have offered if they wanted to keep him long term. Number one, they would have had to offer a pitcher the same 9 or 10-year deal. That would be crazy, And they would have had to have done that when he, when he first came up, just like they're doing with, Connor Griffin. We'll see. But if Skeens wants to, Paul Skeens very easily could be a Pittsburgh Pirate for life if he truly wants to.
Right.
Every single player that has left can go ahead and stay where they are if they truly want to. But I don't blame them. I mean, a couple $100 million is tough to walk away from. It'd be tough. How many people, if you saw a stack, you saw and break it down even a little bit less, right? If you saw a stack for 400,000 and you saw a stack of money for 200,000, how many people are reaching for the 200?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think it's tough for him. I still think it's going to be interesting to see what Detroit does with Skubal, unless they are going to try and go for it and see if they could, see if they could win it.
Yeah.
But I would think that they would have to be. I would think that they would have to be very close to being out of the playoffs for them to consider trading Skubal at this point.
I think so too. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it really doesn't. It really doesn't make sense. For them to do something until they know.
Right. I agree.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hey, look. Give Detroit credit. They've gone out there. They've spent money. Whether it has worked every time or not. They have gone. They signed Flamber Valdez. To show to show him that, hey, we're serious about going ahead and winning this year. But I mean, like with most of these, with most of these guys, again, I'll say it. I'll keep saying it. If you want to stay, you can stay. I mean,
Yeah,
I would hate for what AJ said to come through. I don't know. The league would go batshit crazy.
Yeah.
If he was wearing Dodger blue.
So Tariq, once 32, Tigers offered him 19.
Yeah.
So I have to see there. I don't know. Tell me who his.
Yeah, but then when they talked extension, I think he wanted 500 million, and they offered 250 million.
And you know why he wanted that much money? Because he's got good old Boris as his agent.
There you go.
A shit ton of money. So I can see Tariq possibly going to the Mets. They're just shelling out money. Either one of them would be good for you. I mean, either one would be good for real, just about any team.
Well, I mean,
Except for the Dodgers, they don't need it.
I mean, Skubal as a free agent to the Mets, I'm okay with. Skubal for a trade for the Mets, I'm not okay with, because you're gonna have to empty the farm system.
Yeah,
and I don't think that's a smart thing to do.
I think either one of them, Schemes or Skubal, for a trade, you're gonna have to empty your farm team, really.
Yeah, I think from a from someone for especially for a pitcher, I mean, you think about it. What are the chances that Paul Skeens could blow out his elbow?
Yeah.
Yeah, and according to what, right? You're talking about for a playoff run without knowing whether or not you're going to be able to sign him.
Yeah,
that's tough. That's very, very tough to go ahead and do. That's why I was saying, I don't know how you get, the value from him. You look like, even like a Connor Griffin. Yeah, he still has plenty of years to go. But at year 5, year 6, if he's doing well and he is a stud, he's doing everything he needs to do and stuff. I mean, you trade him and restock. I mean, it stinks. And a guy like that, you'll get more for, because the team knows, hey, we got him under contract for 3 more years. So, be interested to see from a big player, acquisitions or trade, stuff like that. He's really good. He's definitely. I mean, I think he's worth. I mean, look, he's worth what they will get for. He's worth more than what they will get for him if they trade him. Unless you get a desperate team out there, unless you get a team who believes that is the key piece to win a title, they might be willing to give up a little bit more. But you better hope there's a team like that. Right. And if you're a fan of that team, you better hope that you win the chip and you go ahead and re-sign him. Otherwise, you're in trouble. Yes, instant contender. I agree. I agree. He most definitely is.
Yeah,
he's that good. Even when he's bad, I mean, he's still good.
Yeah,
that's the scary part. But I think he and Skeens are going to be the names that people are going to talk about.
Yeah.
For right now, I mean, I think other players will be looked at, but I don't know as far as hey, the big guns that are going to come looking, it's going to be mostly for those guys.
Yeah, it will be.
Cole Raggins is going to make his next start there, locking, so that's good. Not a whole. I mean, not there's not really a lot of not a lot of news. Again, we said it earlier, but AJ and Brando, condolences. Davey Lope passed away,
Yep.
age 80, and that's friggin' crazy.
Did notice that Soto's out for 2 to 3 weeks.
Yep.
Calf injury.
I think a calf injury.
Well, 45. That'll happen every now and then.
Hey, you know when you, yeah, who the hell knows how old he is?
There hasn't been much news in the NFL that I've seen besides for the Kirk Cousins issue.
Yeah, I mean, there hasn't been a whole bunch. I know there was talk about some. I don't know. There's like a whole bunch of different draft stuff going on that people are saying. With the signing of Cousins, does that mean the Raiders are more willing now to listen to trade offers for the overall number one pick? You know, I don't know how many people believe that Mendoza is a franchise quarterback.
All right.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, if he goes number one, good for him. I think it'll be a good thing. I think he will do well in the NFL. I don't know if I mean, he might be a franchise quarterback. He might be that guy.
Well, it is not right. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's one of those things. I don't know if I feel that he is, but teams are going to look at him that way. Probably some of them.
That's the problem with the way the NFL draft or the way the NFL works is it's like, there's so much emphasis on the quarterback, which, don't get me wrong, I know it makes sense and everything, but it makes, in reality, it makes teams make decisions on players that they probably wouldn't in the first place.
Right.
But I think the NFL, the way they have structured everything now with the contracts, and you're the number one, here's your slotted value. It's not like you're trying to negotiate and all this kind of stuff like it used to be.
Right.
The team with the number one pick, they might negotiate with three guys. And the ones that are willing to go ahead and, the one that's willing to sign for maybe a below what normally would be, where a lot of times those guys would become the pick and stuff. But now you go ahead and you get slotted. So the truth of the matter is it's easy to move on from them.
Right.
It doesn't take a whole bunch to them for 2 years, and then you go, the heck with it. We're not picking up his fifth-year options. Because in reality, you only have him for 4 years guaranteed.
Right.
Because you have to pick up the fifth-year option. And then you can sign him. And I don't know what the slotting is, how that works, what his number will be. Like I said, everybody's saying that, the way the NFL has changed the rookie salaries, it makes it easier for a team to move on. So do you take a shot at Mendoza at number one?
I think somebody will. If it's not the Raiders, somebody will.
Well, I just don't. I don't know. I don't know then who is the number one.
Yeah.
Like I'm not sure who, I just want to see something here. Who is the best player in the 2026 NFL draft?
Probably gonna come up him, I bet.
So the overall rankings, Caleb Downs is number 1, Jeremiah Love is 2, Ruben Bain is 3, Mendoza is 4.
Oh wow, he dropped.
Mendoza, no, he's the 4th ranked, but when they look at the scores and everything, Mendoza is number 4. His rating is a 90.
Got you. Okay.
So they got between Downs and Love, are very close to each other. Yeah, Larkin says Love. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people are. That's why they say he's not going to last that long. It'll be interesting to see where he goes, but they definitely said he should not last that long in the draft.
Right. I don't think Caleb Downs will either. Even though I'd love to see us pick him up, but
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm still, I'm still wondering what my team is going to do at their. I mean, I still am kind of clueless as to what they're going to do. They keep going back and forth. A lot of people say it's Reese. Some say it's Bain. Other ones say it's Bailey. Who the hell knows? He is great, but you don't take running backs in the top 10. He's going to go in the top 10.
somebody will get him.
He will go in the top 10. 2026 NFL draft. I mean, the draft order. Yeah. I mean, Larkin, you do say. I'll say right now, Larkin, you say what you say right there. Your top 10 running backs have one. Only one top 10. Yep, and that would have been Saquon. But I'm going to tell you right now, I find it really, really hard to believe that if Jeremiah Love is still on the board at the 9th pick, that your Kansas City Chiefs don't. Well, wasn't Saquon a top 10 running back? Oh, all right. You didn't. Okay, I didn't read that in your only one top 10 running back has won a Super Bowl in 50 years. That I missed the on the team that drafted him part. But I find it hard to believe that the Kansas City Chiefs would not go ahead and spend the 9th pick on Jeremiah Love.
I think they would. We could be wrong, but I think they would. I can't see us picking him at 7 if he's there because we have 2 good running backs.
Right.
I mean, somebody's saying we're picking some young quarterback at the 7th spot. I'm like, why? Yeah, I know we need a 3rd quarterback. I understand that, but we don't need another rookie.
I don't disagree with what you're saying, but if Love is that great, why is the Walrus going to let him go?
Right.
But I truly believe he went back to school because he didn't want to play for the New York Jets.
That's a good point.
You know, and that is what I said. I think the NIL will manipulate the NFL draft.
Oh yeah.
Well, you never know. I mean, I get what you're saying, but dude, stupid things happen. I mean, if all of a sudden somebody loves, Ty Simpson, and they call up the Giants at 5 and they say, "Hey, we would like to go ahead, are you open to trading your pick? Because you don't need a quarterback." Cleveland, I don't know. Cleveland, maybe. Who knows what they would do? I think maybe I don't know how they feel about Shador or go get. No, but I mean, the Cardinals can fall in love with Ty Simpson. I doubt it. That would be crazy. I don't think Ty Simpson is a first round pick, but there are a lot of the scouts and the guys that report on the draft and everything are all saying that he most definitely is the second best quarterback in the draft. And if you know, I don't know. People are saying that if he's still there if the Jets don't move, he's still there at 16. The Jets make. I think it's a bad move.
All right. So looking at this mock draft, which we all know is just there, they still have Mendoza going to the Raiders. You guys picking up Reese. Cardinals get Francis Magua, or however you say his name. The Tennessee will pick up David Bailey. The Giants pick up Carnell Tate,
the wide receiver.
The Browns take Spencer Fano, and we supposedly get Jeremiah Love. And Caleb Down goes to the Saints. And Kansas City gets Stoney Styles, and Jermod McCoy goes to the Bengals. That's the top 10. We'll see. That's what they're saying they would want to see happen, obviously, but maybe there is talk for, you guys and that guy. Who knows?
Oh.
Do you have a quarterback right now?
Geno Smith, baby.
Oh, there you go.
So, no, we don't.
You got a good backup.
Yeah, sure.
Third stringer, maybe. Water boy.
Styles would be a really good pick.
Yeah.
That would be a really good pick.
I just can't see us picking a running back. It just doesn't make sense to me. But I've seen dumber things happen.
Well, you don't need a wide receiver.
No.
It surprised me that you wouldn't take like a Bain Jr. or, who'd they say the Saints took? The Saints took Bailey?
I think so, yeah. Let me double check real quick. Yeah, there you go. The Saints took Caleb Downs, the Saints.
No.
Who was the one you were talking about? What was his name?
Bailey.
Bailey? Wow.
Did he go 4 to Tennessee?
Reuben Bain is number 12 to the Dallas Cowboys.
But what about Bailey?
That's who I'm looking for.
They're thinking he's a top 5 pick.
Double check. Because I've got Mendoza, Alvaro Ruiz, Francis Mugia, David Bailey. I'm sorry, yeah, to Tennessee.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if there's any other names I see. And then you guys pick up at 16, Jordan Tyson, wide receiver.
I would much rather see us do that than take Simpson. Now, if you want to, if Simpson is still around at 30, 31, and you say, hey, let's trade up, we'll give you one of our second round picks and we'll give you, a 5th rounder to move up 3 or 4 picks to go ahead and get him. Although I still don't think it's a good move. I mean, I'd be okay with that. I just don't think at 16 he's worth it.
True. What this draft says. Let's see, this is the NFL mock draft. Still has 1 and 2 the same, but they have Arizona picking up Bailey, Tennessee with Jeremiah Love, Giants Stoney Styles, Cleveland gets Francis, whatever his name is, and we get Carnell Tate. And Ruben is number 8. Caleb goes down to the number 10 to the Bengals.
How the hell is Caleb?
I don't see him falling that far.
How the hell is Caleb down from number 10? Wow.
I think he'll be one of the top 5. I can't see him going lower than 5. I mean, unless somehow there's a trade somewhere or whatever. Or he just falls. I mean, it happens.
No. Don't get me wrong. I agree. It definitely can go ahead and definitely can go ahead and happen. I just said to me,
I don't see it though. I can't see him falling to 10th. Pick 10. Top 5.
I mean, I can't believe that Kansas City would let him go. If they just thought they just got rid of O.J. McDuffie and they just got rid of another defensive back. So you're gonna let potentially people that are saying that's the guy who is the best player in the draft. You're gonna let him go ahead, and you're not gonna pick him at number 9.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes 0 sense. But like Larkin said, you never know what the heck can go ahead and happen. It's so damn crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, when you look at it, it's absolutely nuts.
Suarez hits this in the air to right.
Oop.
Casey is coming out. He dives. He's not going to get there.
Oopsies. The Athletics beat the Yankees 3-2. Marlins beat the Reds 74. The Cubs beat the Rays 6-2. The Diamondbacks beat the Mets 7-2. The team from Georgia beat the Angels 8-2. The Cardinals beat the Nationals 6-1. The Giants beat the Phillies 5-0. The Rockies beat the Astros 9-1. The Blue Jays beat the Dodgers 4-3. Ha ha, Brandon. Ha ha, AJ. The Rangers beat the Mariners 3-0. The Orioles beat the White Sox 5-3. The Red Sox shut out the Brewers 5-0. The Guardians put up a 10 spot on the Royals. They won 10-2. Padres beat the Pirates 8-2. And in the bottom of the seventh inning right now, the Twins 8. I'm sorry, in the top of the eighth, the Twins 8, the Pirates 6.
And this is where I come and say, Mookie is all dookie, can't get it done.
Well, Mookie's out.
Aw. Did Mookie get hurt?
He did.
He slipped on some dookie, I guess. Yeah,
Mookie,
be interesting to see where he goes.
Mookie is an oblique.
Aw.
So he's light years ahead of where he thought he was going to be. But he's on the 10-day DL. So, yeah. Of course. He did. Ohtani did pitch well. But, oh, well, they still lost.
Yep. So sad.
An L is an L.
I feel for you guys. I really, really do, I guess.
My team lost today. I mean, I'm not making excuses, AJ.
Yeah. You lost 6-1. I mean,
You don't hear excuses. You don't hear excuses from us. Oh, so and so did well, and then so and so did. No, it doesn't matter.
doesn't. Like Mike said, a loss is a loss. I mean, it is early, though. I will say that.
An L is an L. They all count. That's the problem. You got to watch some of these games, because.
Oh, wow. Ow there.
Man, the grenades are being launched tonight. Yeah, they did. I don't know. I didn't see it, but looking at the box score, I would say they probably weren't there.
And hence why AJ doesn't have a wrench. Now we know why. No, we still love you, AJ. Don't worry.
Oh, man.
He was probably talking to me, Dom.
Yeah.
But we did win a World Series, so I'm okay with that.
So, the whole, we spoke about the whole, Pat McAfee thing with the WWE.
Why?
Well, because now there's talk that this was a push from TKO.
I read that. I also read that originally it was going to be Vince. Originally, that's what they were talking about. But then he got these new allegations, so they moved on from him, and then
it was going to be Stephanie.
Yeah.
And then from that, then when they said though is that supposedly, and if they said that some of the things that Cody said when he said I know who, and representation and all the kind of crap, because Ari Emanuel is Pat McAfee's agent.
Yeah.
So there's talk that his influence with TKO, did that.
I mean, it wasn't a OMG moment though, like I expected it to be.
Mm-mm.
Vince would have made a great one for that.
Yeah.
I mean, more to come out of this. I have a feeling. What? I don't know.
Well, I think it's. I don't know if there is no John. To be honest with you, I mean, next week we'll do our preview show. We'll give our predictions.
Right.
But I don't think there's anywhere it can go.
I mean, do you? He does, but he wouldn't be right. He would just be the kind of phone thing. But I mean,
you have him backstage, it was me, and everything that that type of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, what to me when I look at it from, you try and go, peel back everything. Oh, Pat McAfee said, the business isn't what the business used to be. Okay, and Randy. But here's the thing that gets me. It ain't like Randy's in his late 20s or early 30s.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, the guy's 45 years old. Like, how long do you expect him to go on for?
Yeah. I say maybe 3 or 4 more years I could see possibly. But I mean, now I don't think anything happens on Randy's side. But is it possible that with Cena being the host, comes out to be at Cody's ringside to kind of even the playing field? That's the only thing I can see coming from this, because I don't see The Rock getting involved at all in this one. There's talks of him being there for Sunday night, from what I've read. But all I know is everybody was pissed that it was Pat McAfee. The internet just lit up of how PO'd they are and thinking that Triple H had something to do with it. Now, he does in a sense, but he's got to follow whatever TKO says. So, I mean,
well, I think what you're looking at in a roundabout way, and you said if Cena comes out, what if the real twist would be McAfee attacking Orton?
don't
Now, don't get me wrong. I don't like it, but I'm just throwing that out there and everything. Right. But this is it though.
Yeah.
Right. It has nothing to do. There is no storyline. There was no storyline.
No.
There's nothing along those lines. It sounds like it came from the top. Pat left for whatever reason he left to go ahead and get away. If this was the big plan of Pat McAfee leaving, wow, just that's crazy.
Yeah.
And then so I don't know, whatever. But then Liv Morgan and Roxanne are in concussion protocol.
Yeah.
So you talk about if she doesn't get cleared, I mean, she has plenty of time.
She had a knot on her head, though.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, she has plenty of time to clear,
Right.
depending on how bad her symptoms are. But if she can't,
what do you do? You put Raquel up there?
If she can't, I think you put Raquel up there. I don't know if you have Raquel win, but you could have Raquel win, and then that starts a feud with Raquel and Liv. But I don't know why you would want to do that and then just kind of sort of squish the story you're trying to build, or just the back and forth with Liv and Steph. Yeah, they could just take it off the card, figure something else.
But then they'd have to fill that match with something, that spot with something, because I'm looking at Saturday night.
Why do you, Lachlan, so if she is not cleared, why do we lose the Io Asuka match?
Good question. I'll be right back and get a drink.
Yeah, I'm just trying to understand that one, because you don't think they would change it from a fatal four-way to just a three-way?
Oh, he's got a point. She was a Rumble winner, so you can't just.
That's true. Very true, Logan. She gets a title shot no matter what. Yeah. because they're gonna add Oscar and Kyrie. Oh, I got you. They had Oscar and Kyrie. Yep, that makes sense. I forgot that they were still a tag team. Yeah. I don't know.
So
it's
going to be interesting. So looking at,
there are just no storylines. Period. The end. I mean, you really have. So you not sure why I don't just use Julia and yes, or Raquel and Roxanne. Yeah, you're right. They'd be better off putting those in there. I just want to know, why did they have to add Rey Mysterio to the ladder match for the IC?
I'm thinking the only thing I can see there is to get him in there, and then he probably won't do anything until probably SummerSlam. And I think that's where you're going to see, maybe that's where Gunther takes him out. I don't like the idea of Gunther taking him out. It's got to be his son.
Don't you think Ray would have some kind of announcement?
I would think so. But he could, after the match, be like, look, I got one more match in me. It's going to be my final match. It's going to be against Dom. Doesn't make sense, but him adding himself to that match just didn't. Leave it like it was. It was fine.
Yeah, it was more than enough.
I know you want the name there to get money, because that was a big thing talked about all over the internet, is they're making these matches to where, and adding these people to try to get money because ticket sales are so down so bad. But what does Pat McAfee bring to you for money-wise? Nothing. Ray might bring you a little bit because it is Rey Mysterio. But
so if you were on the fence, if you were going to spend $4,000 a ticket for 2 tickets, all of a sudden they announce Rey Mysterio, and you're like, "Oh gosh, I'm in."
No. $100 ticket, maybe.
Like sometimes their logic is illogical.
Yes. Yeah, it doesn't.
Let's take a guy who's, is Ray in his 50s or is he still in his 40s? Who the hell knows? But let's take a guy who's been around freaking forever, add him to a ladder match, which in a way, it does make some sense, because he doesn't have to fight that much. He doesn't really have to take any big bump.
Right. He's 51.
Right? He's what?
51.
51, right? So he doesn't have to take any big bumps. You could have the other guys go ahead and take the bumps. He could do his little thing, figure out how to do his 619, do the friggin', I don't know, leg flop thing, whatever the hell, all the crap he does. You can do that with him.
Okay, so I was looking to see if maybe he isn't a Grand Slam champ, but he is. So that doesn't make sense for him to win, because I need it for my Grand Slam.
Yeah.
Do they put it on? Wait, do they put it on him to have Dom take it off him and retire him at SummerSlam, possibly?
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can see. Really, the reason he'd be there.
But you're gonna pull up. See, that's one of those things. So you're gonna take it off a Penta that soon. A guy who you built up so big when he came that you really thought the guy was gonna win a title within the first month and a half, 2 months that he was there.
I understand what you're saying, but you gotta think of it. You gotta turn around, put your head up your ass, and think how they do, and that's what happens. I mean, maybe they do that to give it to Dom, so Dom and Penta can have a feud for the next 4 WrestleManias. Just saying how they do.
So we're saying then that Dom have to beat Finn?
Not necessarily, because that match really doesn't. That's just a Demon versus Dom, because I'm pretty sure who we're gonna get. because he said he put somebody away for a while, and I'm bringing him back. So pretty sure that's who we're going to get there.
Well, that's what the poster shows too.
He takes out Dom. It doesn't. That match really, I don't think affects anything for the IC title. I could be wrong though, but I can definitely see Dom losing that match, and maybe JD starts questioning like the whole Liv injury thing. I don't know, because let's see that match. That is a night 2 match. Night 1, you got the Randy Cody match, the Stephanie Liv match if it happens, Seth Rollins and Gunther, AJ and Becky. You got the women's tag, and then the 2 matches that are going to be on ESPN2 are the Jacob Fatu match and the I Show Speed Theory and Paul match. And then Sunday you have Punk and Roman, Jade and Rhea, the Demon Finn Balor, the Sami Zayn, Trick Williams. 2 matches on ESPN are going to be your Obafemi and Brock Lesnar and the Intercontinental Championship ladder match.
Wow.
So there's 12 matches, 6 on each night. So they reduced it from the 14 to 12.
6 or was there 7? I thought there was 7 each night.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on Sunday and 6 on Saturday.
Oh, wow.
So they did. I mean, unless something gets added, who the heck knows?
And you're starting at 6 o'clock, right?
I believe so.
Yeah. Which is 3 o'clock local time.
Right.
Yeah, that's fine. It makes sense. 6 o'clock, you go to. So the first 2 matches, is that the first hour, the first 2 hours?
Sunday, it's the first hour on Saturday. And I believe it's the first hour on Sunday, too. Both of them are the first hour for those 2 matches. So you figure 15 minutes for each of those matches? Because the other 30 minutes will be talking and what do you call it?
There's no way that ladder match can go 15 minutes.
If you have all the entrances take. The match itself might not go that long. I'm talking about that includes the entrances and all that.
That's what I can't see how that match can. That match has got to be 30 minutes to 45 minutes. I mean, I could be wrong. Wow.
I still don't get why Rusev is involved in this, but I agree, Chuck. I think they will add 1 on each night, but where it comes from, who knows? Do we get a rematch of Jelly Roll and Kit Wilson? I mean,
I just don't know. It's going to be. I wonder what the. Now, here we are again. Now we have another reveal we're going to be waiting for, because Gunther said that Paul owes him more than just a thank you.
Yep.
So what does that mean?
Right. And also, Breaker has been cleared. So do we see Baker before or during WrestleMania? I think you will see him during. Where he ends up interfering, I don't think he's going to actually wrestle. I don't see that happening, but interfering maybe in the Seth Gunther match, maybe. I don't know.
But him going ahead and what do you call it? And interfering there, I guess that's the one way you I mean, you think about it from a standpoint of it breaks up the Gunther Seth bullshit putting together for whatever reason, right?
So Seth has a match at WrestleMania. That's what I'm thinking.
Right.
And he called Seth to lose. Like Seth is going over on right and Gunther. He comes out. Gunther wins because of Breaker's interference or something like that. Then you have, like Chuck says, a Raw after. You have them start their whole feud that needs to be started.
But Right. But what I'm saying though is the more of a thank you is that I want Brock Lesnar in a match with his career on the line.
That's a possibility. Yes.
Is that the you owe me more than just a thank you?
I can see that.
You know,
because that would build up for SummerSlam.
Especially Brock going ahead and losing to Oba,
which I'm pretty sure that's what they're planning on.
I would think they would. I would think that they definitely would do that.
We all know Monday night sucked. I give it a C at best. The way they ended that was stupid. Although I saw it coming.
I couldn't believe that. I put my head down and I was, looking at something. I was watching everything, and then in one of the in a Twitter or X group chat that's all about wrestling, somebody put something, so I was reading what they were wrote up. I look at them like, the fuck. Why's the Raw logo? What the hell?
It was already rolling before they even really got it started.
I'm like, what the frick just happened there?
So you're gonna end it before you even start this whole contract signing?
Like, what? How did I miss that whole thing?
It just was terrible.
So
now I know.
I don't. Again, to me, that's one of those things. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I know, don't get me wrong, I know I'm not supposed to understand it.
Nope.
But I would really like to understand it.
I think we all would.
But you just don't know what is in their minds anymore. That's the problem you have. There's like, I don't know, there's like things that happen and you're like, huh? What? Huh? I can only imagine what I can only imagine what it was, like if you're in the control room. All right, guys, are you ready? We're going to go ahead and end the show. What are you going to end the show?
Start running the credits.
Start running. All right, hit credits. What the hell is wrong with you?
We still got 10 minutes worth of stuff. What are we doing?
Yeah. So I don't, that's what I'm saying. Like for me, I don't, again, it boils down to the thing of is you don't know what they're doing, and it's so sad.
Yeah.
Because you think about it, we complained about a lot of the predictability, right? Well, this makes sense. So and so's going to win. Well, this makes sense. So and so's going to win, right? And it's like you can almost predict everything. There were very few, I don't know, aha moments, gotchas, whatever you want to call them, right? There were not a lot of those.
No.
But
you're right. There's no time limit on Netflix. However, they've been ending roughly between 10:25 and 10:45.
Right. But that right there, that statement right there was the big thing that they hung their hat on.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have any time limit now. If we want, we can go 3 hours.
And they don't.
You're full of shit. You're not going to go 3 hours, so stop it.
You say you're doing 2.5, and that's it.
But I think that honestly, I think they're lost and that they don't know exactly what they're doing from week to week, from day to day. I don't know. I know we laugh about Vince McMahon this and Vince McMahon that and everything, but the truth is you didn't see this kind of crap when Vinnie Mac was around. You could say whatever you want to say.
The promos were better. The matches were better. Yeah, SmackDown is worthless. I'll give you that. Yes.
Yeah. And here they are. We spoke another thing, and now they're talking about, man, we got this person, that person, another person, another person, another person from NXT. They're ready for the big rosters and everything. And it's like, you know what you need to do? You need to figure out how to make NXT almost equal to those other two programs, because you can't keep bringing up these wrestlers and then having them die on the vine.
Yeah. Because now,
You
like
know,
you said last week, what are you going to do with Carmelo Hayes now?
that's a travesty. That is one of the that to me, that is one of the worst. I don't know why you do what you did. I can't believe that they did that, in a way just to go ahead and get, a belt on Trick Williams. I mean, unless it's to go ahead and start a Trick Williams Carmelo feud, but you already had that in NXT, so you're gonna just rehash all that shit again. Yeah, they had to get Rhea from Raw for the title. They pulled the Juliet. Yes, they definitely did, because that was gonna suck. Right, two random guys together to win tag titles, and they throw the whole thing in the trash for Sammy. Yeah.
Yeah.
You couldn't say it any better. There you are, right there. I mean, where's Julie? Like I said, they talk about bringing up all these, they talk about some of these young women that are down in, NXT that are ready for the next level and should be coming up. I don't necessarily disagree with it, but where are you going to insert them?
Yeah.
Like I think
roster right now on both shows, you don't really know what to do with.
Right. I mean, you think about it, to get Javon Evans in WrestleMania, you had to come up with a ladder match and make him one of the people. Yeah. A kid who, when was the last time he was on TV?
2 or 3 weeks ago, I think.
Yeah. Right. So, from that standpoint,
it's like all these people that they're bringing up, these young people, they're making them out to be like, all right, if this person gets hurt, you're going to fill in. I kind of agree, Locking, to a point. But people want to see that whole high-flying stuff is why they put them in there, I'm pretty sure. Because you don't have a ton of those high flyers like you used to. Housing, I don't think you're going to see wrestle anytime soon.
Yeah, I don't know. What I mean, you think about it, you talk about a guy who has gone ahead and carved a friggin' unbelievable career. I mean, he's like, his merch is flying off the friggin' shelves and everything, and he's not doing anything worth of any value.
I mean, I don't know. Do they end up possibly?
Wow, in ring soon. Maybe what? I mean, is he going to go up against the Miz? Maybe
that's the only one I can think of that makes sense. But I don't. I mean, does he win that match? Really? Does the Miz put him over?
Well, the one thing is the Miz would.
Yeah, he would. I will be right back. Got to let my doggies out.
Yep. I don't know. I'm trying to think on any kind of TV show. Not saying not on YouTube, but I don't know if I've seen Danhausen even wrestle before. I mean, I don't. I know that they talked about when he went to AEW. I think he was in a wheelchair with a really bad broken leg. That they didn't, that they signed him then and stuff, and he didn't do anything there. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what they're going to do. I wonder how much they're going to lie about the numbers for Vegas.
I say they're pushing it like 10 to 20,000 more than actually showed up. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, so he can go. Very cool. Well, I'm just wondering from the standpoint of is you're you're getting a point right now where who could you add? What could you possibly do in any way, shape, or form to increase sales for both nights? That's good, Dom. And like I said, I really haven't seen. I mean, I knew of the character, but I never saw him on TV. I've known about the character for a while now. The other thing that gets me is like, what? But would The Rock go ahead and how much? Maybe if you maybe for maybe the maybe if The Rock was announced for Sunday, maybe you get more people buying Sunday to go ahead and see The Rock.
That is
Lower the tickets to like $20. Yeah, you piss off everybody who paid full freight. You got that right, Larkin. It's like that would be like one of those Travago commercials. Man, what a great hotel! I paid $250. What'd you pay? I paid $150. $150 Travago.
You should have checked Travago.
You should have checked Travago.
I don't think there's really anything you could do. I mean, even The Rock, yeah, he's a big name. He would pull some. You would still need more than him, though. I mean, I don't even think if they could get Stone Cold, it would really change anything.
No.
Would it bring in a couple more sales? Yeah, but is it going to bring enough?
But only for one night.
Right.
You know what? Why? If it's announced that Stone Cold is going to be showing up on, yeah, I think you're. You know what? I think
right now, yes.
Correct. Yeah. Bring Gilbert. Yeah, I think it is. It's a little too late because I don't know who they could bring in, which would make it enough of me going ahead and saying, "Oh my gosh, I have to go see that."
Yeah.
And now, if you were someone who was maybe, you know what, I might buy night 2. I really want to see Brock against Oba. Shit, now you don't have to buy a ticket. We gotta have it ESPN 2. You don't need nothing premium, no nothing. You just need ESPN 2, and you can watch Brock Oba. Or if you're like, man, an unsanctioned match, like I'm surprised the unsanctioned match is one of the ones that they're going to put on ESPN.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because those matches are supposed to be bloody as all hell.
Right.
Yeah, but we'll see.
I mean, the only one that I think could possibly even bring more money, and right now it's impossible because he's in AEW, would be bringing back Moxley. If he would happen to be a surprise thing, or like say on a Monday night he's surprising me, I'm going to be at WrestleMania, then maybe. But we know that's not going to happen.
I just don't see how at the prices that they are trying to get, how any 1, 2, 3, or 4 wrestlers added to the card, 2 on each night, how that all of a sudden makes people want to travel to Vegas and buy that ticket.
Yeah, even if you added, like Chuck said, 1 match each night, who are you going to do to bring in more money? There's nothing.
Yeah, you're right, Chuck. I can't agree more with you. I mean, I don't think the ladder match is not a WrestleMania worthy. I don't think the 4-way tag match is. The 6-man tag is bullshit. That's just to go ahead and keep the belts on the Vision without them having to actually beat the Usos clean, right? So that match, you don't need to see that match.
I'm going to predict this now that I Show Speed ends up getting the pin on LA Knight. They're going to knock LA Knight out, and he's going to get the pin.
Logan's going to hit him with the brass knuckles. Is going to tag in I Show Speed, and I Show Speed is going to be better than it,
Right. Yeah, I mean, the 4 matches that are guaranteed should be on there are the 2 men's titles and 2 women's titles. Bar none, they should be on there. Everything else could be wherever they want to put it.
Yeah. I don't. But Chucker's right. I feel the same. Jade can't wrestle. I mean, I don't think that had. And what the hell was she wearing the other night?
I have no idea.
What the frick was it? It was like a freaking. It was like a.
I'm trying to figure out why they keep her demolished.
Oh, yeah. Breaker could get into that match. That's true.
Yeah, but see, I don't see Breaker getting involved in that one.
Why not?
Not spearing Speed. I mean, maybe Spears one of the other guys, the Usos or something.
Unless he goes after LA Knight and starts something in LA Knight. Unless, again, like we said, they have him interfering in the Rollins Gunther match, and that's how you get Gunther out of that. That's how you stop that, whatever the hell you were trying to do.
Right.
Roman and Punk is going to be a tough. That's going to be a tough match to watch because
I mean, drawn out.
Although I've never been a CM Punk fan or anything.
Me neither.
I just don't see him as being like great in the ring.
No.
I just don't see that when I watch him and stuff. Who knows?
Now, see, my thing going back to the Jade is why did they keep her over on Rhea all these weeks, like basically 3 weeks in a row with the other 2 girls, Meechin and B-Fab, and not give Rhea at least one over on Jade, unless they plan on doing this and then Rhea just beats the crap out of her at WrestleMania in like pretty quick fashion. Yeah, I agree. They'll spend more time talking to the crowd than anything. So I know we normally do our predictions, but I'm going to do this real quick just to see the crowd. Night 1, Randy's going to win the title. I see that 100%. Whether it's with interference or not, they're going to give him his 15th. How long he holds it for, who knows?
Terrible idea.
I kind of agree. I'm not saying it's not.
It makes zero sense unless you're trying to go ahead and you're trying to do this thing where you don't want to turn Cody. Now he has to go ahead and the good guy has to go ahead and come in and save the business. So what does he do? He loses, and then they do some kind of battling bullshit and everything, and then all of a sudden we hit SummerSlam, and Cody comes in and Cody wins, and he put the planet's flag. You see, the good guy does go ahead and win and shit like that. I just don't.
It's TKO.
I understand that whole piece.
I definitely do see it just because of all the talk of the 15th and all that. They're going to give it to him.
It just sucks how much they are ruining wrestling.
Yes, I agree. The Stephanie Liv, we'll have to see if that takes place. Seth and Gunther, I think is going to get interfered with. Where Gunther's going to win by help from Braun. AJ Lee and Becky Lynch. Another Boarfest, I think. I don't see them taking the title off of her. But it is possible. I'm still going to give it to AJ for this one. The 4-way tag, holy crap, I'm at a loss on that one. Have a good one, AJ.
All right, AJ, thanks for hanging out, man. Much appreciated.
Because if the bells aren't cleared, then they're going to be out of it. It's going to be just a triple threat. And who takes it out? Do they give it to Bailey and Lyra?
I mean, you might as well, to be honest with you.
I agree. I agree.
You might as freaking well. Clueless as to what they're doing. I don't think it. I mean, I hate to say it, it sucks major ass, but it doesn't go ahead and make any sense of why you building up Lash Legend and and Nia the way you are to go ahead and strip it from. This is one of those things that some of the shit just doesn't make sense.
I agree.
So what? So you put it on Lyra and Bailey for what? I mean, you don't give a shit about the women's tag division anyway.
True.
So you put them on then. Yay. Okay. Who cares?
Yeah. And are they going to hold it for what? A month or two, then drop it? So I don't know. Drew and Fatu. Another match I'm not really interested in watching. I think that ends up either in a draw or.
Yeah, because the unsanctioned stuff is. I mean, it's it's another one of those ones that's not it's not great or anything along those lines. It's not like it's not one of those. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I gotta make sure I watch this one.
Yeah, and I agree with you on the 6-man tag. They're not taking those titles off of Paul and Theory yet. Too soon. You move to Sunday night. Here's where it can be interesting. With all the personal talk going between the two of them, does The Rock get involved or not? We'll have to wait and see, but I have to believe Roman's winning that one. I don't like it because he's a part-timer, but it is what it is.
Yeah, but the scary thing is he's a part-timer. Unfortunately, that moves the damn needle.
Right. I agree with that. I'm pretty sure they're taking the belt off of Cargo. I have to believe
it would make sense for them to do it.
Yeah.
I don't think she has warranted enough to where where she deserves to go ahead and keep it. Right. I mean, what are you going to keep doing about this? I'm a bad bitch type thing. I mean, no one cares. Nobody gives a rat's ass about that.
And I have to believe Finn beats Dom. Retribution for the 2 times he's been beat up.
That makes sense.
Does Trick win the belt off of Sammy? Kind of makes sense.
I still think that's a. I think there is a Carmelo Hayes interruption in that one. I think I at least that's the feeling I get. I don't know for sure, but it's like I almost kind of see Carmelo going ahead and doing something to go ahead and get involved in that one.
Right, and then we know Oba's beating Brock. And like I said, the only reason I see Ray winning the Intercontinental is to have his son retire him and win the belt off of him at SummerSlam. That's the only thing that makes sense there.
I agree, Truck. Well, Sammy will win to continue turning him heel. Who really cares if Sami Zayn's a heel? But I get what you're saying there. Trick versus Sammy may be the worst match ever. Yep. I don't know where that is going to go. You know, you talk about a turn. You know, WWE expected Trick to go ahead and be a heel, but he's just done too much to be a heel. He's won the crowd over.
Sorry about that.
No worries.
I mean, do you turn Sammy heel so that? Because I heard that Kevin Owens is close to coming back, and Owens comes back as a face, and they have their feud all over again.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't disagree with that assessment. I don't know what they would want. You know, I don't know how they would go ahead and figure out a way to make that work. But then again, I don't think the WWE gives a shit about that stuff anymore or anything like that. And I just don't think they
Don't
think they care
anymore. It's not about the fans anymore. It's about the money for them. That's I'm 100% sure on. But those are my early predictions. I could change by next week. Who knows? We'll have to see what happens Friday night and then following Monday.
I don't know about that. I don't know about the Trick Sammy maybe being the best match on the card. And
I'd be pushing it. Is there really any good matches on the card? That's the question. Besides for maybe the Jade and Rhea, maybe
what?
One of the better matches.
I think Dom and Finn could be a good one.
That's true. It could be.
You know, I mean, the ladder match could be good too, just based off of any kind of action and all this. I mean, you know, the flying, the flying that Evans is going to try and go ahead and do, and you add Ray and Penta's going to have to do something. Like, you can't say I live in the sky, and then if you're Penta, you not do something crazy.
How many matches where both sides can go? The Finn and Dom one both could go.
Yeah.
He's the King Booker version though.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 ways are always cut. A ladder match steals the show. That is a possibility.
Well, it will, because they're going to. Javon Evans is going to do something. Like, I just have a feeling that, you know, he's going to do something off of a ladder. It could ruin his career.
Yeah.
But I think he's going to do something, you know. I think he's going to do something that is going to make that, yes, that will go ahead and definitely, you know, affect the outcome. But I think it's not going to be as good as we think it is.
Yeah, Liv and Stephanie, if that ends up, they end up clearing, which I have a feeling they probably will. Might be a highlight. But I don't see any of the other men's matches. I mean, yeah, we all know we want to see Oba and Brock go at it. We know that's going to be a quick squash match, probably. Well, that one might end up being like the last Goldberg Brock match they had. That was a quick one. I mean, it was terrible, but it was quick. So, I mean, other than that, it's not a WrestleMania that I would pay to go see.
Not at the prices they're asking.
Yeah.
Not at the prices that they are asking. It is absolutely ridiculous.
The Fan Fest the day before would be better to go see than that.
Yeah.
I mean, So it'll be interesting to see what happens Friday night. We're going to get a lot of Cody and Randy talking probably.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm
There's sites online. I'll go and watch it for free.
what?
There's sites online you can watch it for free. So
What?
I log in. I'm not even going to pay for ESPN to see it. I'm like, yeah, I'll watch it. I won't either. I'll go watch it online for free somewhere. Somebody's always got it out there.
Well, I mean, you know that there are a number of packages. If you have them, you go ahead and wind up getting it.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
if you have, depending on what level, like of Xfinity, if you have Xfinity, depending on what level you have, if you log into the ESPN app with the email that is on file, I believe for Xfinity, you get it.
Right. Right.
That's like when I moved when we moved to North Carolina and we have Spectrum. All we do is log in with our email from Spectrum into the ESPN app, and it's already included for the next 3 years.
That's nice.
You know, but Xfinity has it, Comcast, I think AT&T, Uverse. I mean, I think a lot of them are doing it. So depending on, you know, unless you cut the cord and don't have cable.
Right. But even if you have, you know, Fire Stick, you can still get it on there. You're just paying the $35 a month or whatever it is.
Oh, you can go ahead and you can, yes.
Do it that way. But if you want to try to get it the other way, your cable, like my cable company up here does not. We don't have cable, but they don't carry that level on it, unfortunately. It's an extra $24 a month, I think it is, to get that. I'm just like, I wouldn't pay it. Not for just that reason. I need it for WrestleManias and all that. No, I don't. I mean, I know you get all the other sports, but really, you don't watch enough to really make it worth my money.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty. I mean, again, to your point, depending on what it is you're watching and stuff, it really does not make a whole bunch of sense if you're not, you know.
What's up, Ziggy?
Hey, Ziggy, what's going on? Cheers, sir. I mean, I agree. You know, yeah. If you're not
Getting it for everything else, and you're getting it strictly for wrestling, it's not worth it. If you're getting it for everything else, then $30 to get all that isn't actually a bad price. If they don't have blackouts, which I'm sure they probably do.
for
Baseball or football. I think they black out football too sometimes, don't they?
Yeah, I don't know what honestly, I don't know what they're going to wind up doing with that type of stuff. I don't think they've said. Supposedly, when they take over with the MLB stuff, supposedly there's supposed to be, you know, less blackouts, but I'm not exactly sure how that is going to work.
Understand that.
So.
It'll be interesting to see. You know, this all turns out.
That is for sure.
So, I mean, this is going to be your last WrestleMania there at this place, right?
Yes. It should definitely be our last WrestleMania.
Or should I say the last big get together?
If it isn't, holy smokes, I'm in a whole bunch of trouble.
Wow, $100 for the season to watch the Royals, and so far I've got to see one game. Wow. Ouch. That is ouchy.
But that's what they're going to do, man.
Yep. Oops.
That's exactly what they're going to do. You know, they're going to say they're going to tell us all the. Oh man, you kidding me? You know, you're going to have less blackout, more this, more that, more this, more that, and you're going to be like, yeah, you're full of crap.
Yeah.
I don't get more of anything. Very rarely do you go ahead and get one. Yeah, you got a Fox. You got to have look at $24 a month to watch the Mets. Yeah,
One on Fox. One on Apple. Yeah, they spread them out all over the place. So it'll be interesting to see. So anyway, I got you here. Dom, I see you here. Chuck, you still here, brother? I don't know if he's still here or not. They're live to watch, so I didn't miss it. Okay, good. You're here. So we do have a box opening tonight between the four of us. I don't know if Mike's ready or if he wants to wait a little bit.
no,
All right, let me just turn my camera around then. It's a Panini product, which, you know, not all of us like, but we do have Panini Stars and Stripes. Got some decent. I've seen some nice hits come out of here. Got 6 autographs or memorabilia cards. So let's get into this pretty quick. Cool, all Mets. I don't even know who's playing on the Mets and doing all that and this stuff. So, I know the one we're looking for is that Rona Chowowski or whatever his name is. There is our box.
Rona Chowowski.
I forget. I know it's a Rona guy, Rona, but he's supposedly the big one out of this. There is all of our packs. Just I know some of these. The float. I told you I lost the floaties in transit. I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to get 2 more of these packs. I did buy 2 extra packs for us, fellas. We did get 2 extra autos, so everybody's gonna get something. That'll be good enough for Bloodstone. I'm gonna start off with Aiden King, Colton Petersmith, Ace Reese.
It's a nice looking cards.
I'm not even gonna try Luvu, I guess. Now he's supposed to be another one that's he was on the top 5. This Grady Emerson.
Mm.
We got a red Cantu, which those are numbered. We got a blue one out of $3.99.
Are those chrome? Dom's asking.
Yeah. Yes, they are.
That's a cool looking card.
Trey Rangel. That one is out of $99. Drew Burgess. Ethan. That's all I'm going to say there. Ryan Lynch. Mance or something like that. And Cole Carlone. It's nice to get a couple colored out of it.
Man, I haven't heard of any of those guys.
I haven't either, except for the Emerson guy, which I just reading up on him that he's supposed to be a good one. But the ones you're looking for, from what I hear, are the collegiate team ones, I guess. But I'll pull this, make our stuff in the back last. Got Colin Anderson, Popel, Carson Boleman, I guess, Evan Dempsey, Anthony Murphy, Colton Floyd, Lapp, Cedric Henderson III, Junior Lopez, Jaden Jackson, purple of that guy, which is a 149. And Dylan Cruz, the fireworks, is not numbered.
Shame that he got sent down.
Yeah, I mean, I understand why. But I mean, no, you don't have to send me down. I got plenty of sleeves. I bought all the extra stuff about the bigger top loaders for the big thick cards if we get one. A green and something else in this one. Let's see what we got. Buyers. Had not. There is a Frank Thomas the third card in here, which is Frank Thomas's son. Jake Romero. Landon Green. McLeon Jr. CJ Sampson. Duckett. Noah Franco. Caden, whatever. And our first auto is Landon King. I don't believe these are numbered. No. That is our first auto. I don't know where he's playing or who he's going to play for. And we got a green of Gio Rojas. That is out of 99. I will sleeve all these up. Don't worry, fellas. Hagen Smith.
He's pretty good.
I think I've heard of him. And Dylan Cruz, obviously. And these boxes aren't bad. They're, like 123 plus tax. I mean, pretty cheap for the 6 cards that the 6 autos or indoor mems that you get. If Locken, if you're still here, my store does have I believe it's the Exalted WWE, where you get 5 cards, $300. Brett Renfro, Easton Hawk, Barrett Schill, Hunter Sunday Bay, whatever. Juan Cruz, and of course we have to have a Cruz in there. Yaldez, Ace Reese, Jacob Seaman, that's bad. Taco Bell, right there. We got Trey Beard on the purple. I believe that is $199.
Trey who? Beard?
Yep.
Yeah. Hagen Smith. I think Smith is a White Sox. Brandon Sproat? No.
Jackson Spray.
Oh, Jackson Spray.
And that is $299. And you got the All-American Rhett Lauder.
Cincinnati Reds.
So we got a lot more hits still, which is nice. Hoping we hit a nice big patch. That's what we need. You could pull the that color burst or whatever it is. I wonder if he's related to Jeff Bagwell. Cameron Bagwell. I doubt it, though.
Could be.
Grayson Bell. Duncan Mount. Anthony. I'm just going to say that. Connor Ballistic or something. Another, look, Junior Lopez. Drew Burris. Jack Wada. Eric Becker. Ethan Gustus on the blue. Out of $299 as well. All-American Chris Rembrandt. Don't know him. Not numbered. And AJ Elliott. Is that 12 and under? Yeah, he's young. Or 12U, whatever that is. I think that's 12 and under.
12U would be 12 and under.
Maybe one day we'll see a card in here of Rocky's kid. That'd be kind of cool. These are nice cards, yes. Camden, Mateo Mayer, Colin Anderson, another AJ Elliott, Chase Fuller, Darrell, Noah Franco, Xander Tiller, William Haggerty, another Jackson Spray, Jacob Lombard on the red, number 399. And Gabe, not sure. So that's good that we're not hitting like our big hits right away. The price of these, it was not bad for what you get. It's one thing I do like with Panini, one Panini product I like. I like the look of the cards.
Yeah.
Cool
And I've seen, I would think about buying a box and throwing them up on eBay, see what sells, make a little money back.
Yeah. Gavin Charka, Jake Romero, Smith Bailey, Connor Wells, Mr. Luvu, Gray Emerson, Colton Floyd, Lewis Lapp, and our auto here is of Brendan McLaughlin. That is, I don't even know how I'm going to see that number. It's like 590. BMAC 8, I guess, is his. Not sure about him. But I know you can get triple autos out of this. Throwback autos. We got a James Guyette red out of $3.99. We got a Brett Renfro. Like a foily, like a different type of red. You're going to tell me that's not numbered anywhere? Why would that not be numbered, but the other one is?
Is this 2025?
2026.
Oh, 2026.
That's weird. I mean, I know it's one of the prisms, but I thought these were numbered. But and our last one in this one is AJ Garcia. Straighten these up a little bit. So we still got 4 more hits yet, which is nice. That one actually looks a little thick. I think we'll wait on that one. Put that up there.
Oh, yeah, cool. Yeah, I see what you're talking about.
B Mac is a douchebag, I guess. Okay. Owen, that guy, Owen. Landon Green. Chase. Grant. Whatever. Another Seaman. Another Taco Bell. Hendrickson. Balzic. Let's pull this. We'll say, oh, we got an orange. Landon Mack. That is out of 75. It's a nice one.
So there are also jumbo memorabilia cards, including MLB superstars Bobby Witt Jr. and Paul Skeens.
Be nice if we hit one of them. Got Leo Nicky. Seaver King.
Seaver King is a national.
Yep.
Well, he went down the list with them drafting Eli and then trading for Fine.
Connor Willis. 31. That is an odd number to be out of.
I never watched much of BMAC. I don't think I've maybe one video.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, he was bad, yes. I know he's talking about. I'm going to see if this one's numbered or not. No, okay. They aren't all chrome, but they all look chromey, kind of. I'll just put that one over here.
You sure it was 31?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Where'd it go?
Well, they don't have a 31 on the list. I'm looking on Beckett's list right now.
Nope, maybe not. 91, my bad. I think. Nope, 25. My bad, 25. Looking at it upside down.
25 is either cracked ice, green ice, or green pulsar, or mojo.
It's the mojo, I think.
Yeah.
Now that would be something that we could possibly maybe trade up in or something.
For that guy?
No, just to kind of reinvest, kind of. There he is. I mean, that's like $4, but still, we need his autograph.
It's Frank Thomas III, right? Oh, no.
No, Dexter. Leo Nicoli, Gabe Crackle, Caden, Tiller, Bailey, Gio, Blake, Morningstar. That one is out of 149.
So 149 is either disco blue or red power.
Maybe disco blue. I don't know. That's definitely that's 149. I'm going to stay silent, or I will start cursing for 3 hours. And then we have a Easton Hawk Mojo. So that's out of 25. William Haggerty and Eric Becker. Huh. Interesting. All right. Ooh, look at that one. That's bigger than that one was.
Ooh, yeah.
Last. Maybe we got something big. I did see a Nike swoosh pulled, but it was like a really, like I think one of the younger high school kid ones. But they're still going to sell good because it's Nike. Gabe. Eli Jones. I want to see a Frank Thomas third card. That's all I want to see, just to send it to Chuck. Wada. Eric Becker. Duckett. Carrion.
All righty. We're getting close.
Chase Fuller. Nope. Out of 149.
So that must be the power red.
Then we got Anderson Kaufman. These are the ones these are just the prisms.
Looks a lot like the power red. That's weird.
Yeah. And Bobby Witt.
Oh, very cool. That just had extra cards. There was nothing.
No auto or anything like that. Nope.
Oh, I thought you. I'm sorry. I thought you did one of the fat ones. My bad.
No, I didn't. I wanted to save these for last. So these should be our mems and/or mem autos. They could be both. See the mem card there. Let's go way back here. We're gonna actually pull this one too while we're at it. Kevin McGonigal.
Ooh, I like that kid.
Chase Fuller. Hockey. Lupus. Noah. Password. Jaden Jackson. Drew Burst. He's another one supposed to be good.
Yep.
Dexter McLean. Samsonite. Oh, look at that. Tyler Brennan. I didn't see. And then, hang on. That guy in the back. Not that great, but it's a throwback. I don't know if this guy ever made the MLB or not. It is not numbered.
Not numbered.
Nope.
Oh, wow.
Put him up there. And then our red was a brand new. And that one is numbered $3.99. All right, here's the big boy. Let us be huge. Yeah, it's a nice sticky. We'll leave it back. Actually, we'll even start with the color just to have it.
Why? We'll change up now.
I know.
Come
right?
on, man.
Moises, whatever his name is.
Medina.
Is that a 149? And you have AJ Garcia on the Prism. Another Dylan Cease All-American.
Dylan Cruz, not Cease.
Yeah, same thing for right now. We got a Kiko, I guess. Another AJ Elliott. Davis. Eli Jones. William Haggerty. Jackson Spray. That guy. Moises. There we go. Let's go do this. So this way we can roll it down a little. It's a throwback. Bryce Rayner. Kind of a grayish color. This one is numbered out of 99. Not the greatest of of hit there. I don't know if these sleeves will fit this or not. Should. Yep. So overall, the cards look nice, and I do have the other
What
card.
number? What number is that card? Like the actual number?
It is 29.
No, the number by your thumb.
This one?
Yes.
Let me see. Focus.
You can't read it?
No, it's too small. I need glasses. One. I don't. Hang on, man. I'll tell you in a second. Time to bring out the magnifying glass. When you get my age, you need glasses. I'm sorry, folks. It is TM-BR. Is what that is. So, and these are the ones we got out of the 2 packs. I was like, you know what? I'm going to buy 2 extra packs just in case we don't hit anything. Like anything. I mean, we didn't get great cards out of these either. We got a Bowen Landry auto. That is numbered out of 149. And a Mateo Meyer, which is not numbered. And we did get some color. Jordan Aya and Caden Allen. We did pick up his, whatever that is, Roney, Eric Becker, and then a couple base. But overall, I mean, for our heads,
All American? No, it doesn't say All American. I wonder what that is. Because it doesn't say All American on it, does it?
it looks like Talsman or Talsman. Tall.
Because it's funny because when you look on Beckett under inserts, they just have All American, and then they have Color Blast. Then I wonder if the
it's number 14, whatever that is.
I wonder if it what do you call it?
Is that under? Are you looking under inserts or?
On the inserts, they only have 2 inserts listed.
Wow, that's odd. So we did get. I'll put this in this one. Bryce Rayner might be worth something. Who knows?
And that one you said that was the 149.
99 for the throwback.
So let's see, 99 would be could be a red prism.
Yeah, it is because it's got prism at the bottom and it looks being red around there. So I think it makes sense. A Tyler Brenner, whatever.
That looked like the blue. That was 149.
This one here?
Right, isn't that 149?
No, this one's not numbered at all. So just a base prism.
Oh, wow.
This one is 99 for the red one. Then we do have the autos. Of Connor Willis, which is out of 25. That is like the worst place to put a number, but it's not my call. We got a Blake Morningstar out of 149.
Now that's interesting. Blake Morningstar. Oh, that's just a normal. That's just the plain one. They're all numbered. They all have 1 to 149.
Yeah, it's a base prism, I believe.
Yes, that's just the base, and then they can go green, blue, green ice, green pulsar, red, blue, disco, red, mojo, a bunch of other stuff.
Connor Willis is out of 25. We got B-Mac which is out of 149. And then this All-Star one. I was kind of hoping for a little bit better of a box, but I mean, they all can't be winners. Landon King is just a base auto. And then you have Mateo, base, and Bowen Landry out of 149. For all that, plus you got all these.
So Landon King is on the 15U team. So they have 13, 14. They have 15. They have 16, 17. Then they have the 18. And then they go to 18U.
Yeah, 15U. Another 15U. I don't know what NTDB is.
Yeah, that's what's weird about it. They don't really show. They're not really showing NTs. Like they're not really showing that stuff.
Now, Blake Morningstar is a collegiate player, so that's one of the ones you want to look for, they say. Same with this guy, collegiate, but it's a throwback. So whether he got signed or not, and then he's 18U. I wish it would have been a better patch, but overall, I think it was a pretty good box. For the price, I mean, I think
Was the Morningstar numbered?
Morningstar, I believe so. Out of 149, 14 to 149. All right, you can put us both on the screen now.
He must have a lot out there.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'll look these up and then let you know what. So we have, with the extra 2 packs, you got 2, 3, 4, 6 autos and 2 mems. That's not bad.
No.
If you guys want to, if these make up enough to get us another box, and we can do that. It's up to you guys, whatever you want. How you want me to have a go one, Brandon?
Have a good one, Brando.
The
Thanks a
hit,
lot.
I don't know what teams they're going to go to. So, I mean, how you guys want me to do the hits? Just let me know in text. We can figure something out. If there's somebody you want, or if you want me to just, like I said, look up all the prices of all these autos and mems, see what they go for. We can do that as well. It's totally up to you guys. Me, I'm good either way. But yeah, overall for 100, basically 130 bucks, it's not, you get a lot of number and a lot of color. I will say that. I wish we would have pulled Chuck a Frank Thomas III card, but can't win them all.
Yeah, it would have been good.
I mean, I know he's not the biggest Frank Thomas fan, but I mean, it is what it is. So you guys, like I said, just let me know. I can, like I said, I can look up the prices, let you all know what it's going to be.
So the Blake Morningstar, there's a right now to 99, which is the 33 out of 99. It looks like, I guess that would be the red or the red power, one of those red ones. 8 bids, 16 hours left, $20.50.
Okay. Anything sold on him or no?
I'm gonna check right now. His to gold prism 5 out of 10 went for 32. His Nationals team auto to 149 sold for $14.95. His Mojo to 25 sold for 65. He had another 99 to 99 sell for $20.
So his out of 149 would have been the Mojo, just a basic Mojo. You said it was 16. That's not bad.
No. What? 15.
Oh, 15. How about
Wait, to 149 you said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. One sold for $15.
okay, and Landon or Bowen, Bowen, Landry out of 149 as well.
Bowen Landry,
Yeah.
Landry.
Yep. Auto out of 149.
$1.99, two bids. $8.99.
I'm like, you got to be
I'm
looking
sorry. I'm sorry. Did you say 99 or 149?
149.
Oh, 149 was $1.99. Then somebody bought, but then somebody bought one for $8.99. And then listed right now, let's see. There are 2 to 99s that are on auctions. One is $2.99 and has no bids. The one is 99 cents, has no bids.
Sounds like a dollar card.
The Silver Prism, what to 149, listed for $10. Let's see, to 99, to 99, to 99, to 25.
And you said one of the 149 sold for like $8 and one sold for $2. So maybe it's a $3 card. No.
Yeah.
Mateo, Mateo, Mier.
Mateo.
Yes. Mier. Now it's that USA card, I guess. I don't know what they call this one.
Not numbered.
Yeah, it's what looks like
Oh,
that.
no, that's a different one. So let me say that one again. So there's one, I don't know if it's the same, the NTS-MM.
Yep.
This one, it says that it's blue and it's sold for $10. Does that one look like it has more in the blue, is there little stars? Yeah, okay. That one sold for $9, $10,
Okay.
$8.
So we'll say it's a $7 card from that one. Next is Landon, Landon King. And it's the same type of one with those stars in the blue. It's actually got a pretty decent autograph, honestly. Not terrible.
Is that like him throwing the ball?
Yeah.
So there's 2 listed of him. Oh wait, numbered or no?
Negative.
Damn it.
Not yet, Dom. You still got a couple more to go through.
Let's see. If it was to 99, there are some that are going. So 49. So one of those not numbered is listed right now. Well, it's going to sell. It's going to sell for $5.
Okay.
Another one is going to sell for 7, 5, 7, 5, and then actual sold $10, $15, 15 to 20 to 25
Wait a minute. Oh, I'm looking at another card. Go ahead. Yeah.
to 25. If we had that guy to numbered to 25, one of those sold for $75.
Damn.
But they're ranging right now, and well, the buy it right nows are like 50, between 10 and 15. There are some that are on auction. You don't know what they're going to go to.
All right. So the next one is the Hang on. Can't they make these number names just a little bit bigger for me to see at night? Brennan. Brennan.
Yep.
MCLAUGHLIN. And that one is numbered to 149. It's going to be the BMAC 8 card.
B on the last name is there it is.
McLaughlin or something like that.
Now you know what's interesting? There's the red prism of his with to 99, which he actually spelt out his name. And then there's another 99 where he did the BMAC 8. So you're to 99 is that one?
149.
149 is one listed for 99 cents auction. No bids yet. 4 days left.
So $1.
There's another one. This guy, there ain't no way. No one's gonna bid on this card. He has it listed for $1.99 on an auction, starting at the $1.99.
Oh, geez.
Yet shipping is $7.70.
Is he nuts?
Exactly.
All right. So our next one, our last auto is Connor, Connor.
Connor.
Wells, Wells. And that one is out of 25. It's the Mojo, one of those.
There's an auto.
Yes.
2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2026, not autographed. Huh. All right, so he has none sold right now.
Okay.
And he has the 149s listed. 149, 149. And then he has a to 10 auto listed. To 99.
This is the 25. What's the 10? The one to 10 autograph listed at
150.
So this one technically I would think would be 50 to 75, I would think.
I mean, it could. I mean, the kid doesn't have.
Is that up for buy it now?
Yes.
Okay. So there's none sold. Might do a little more research on this guy. But if I'm doing trade with it, I might be able to.
Right now, let me see. So it says that when I put in 2026 USA Stars and Stripes Prism Connor Wells Auto, you get 12 results. 49 to 149. There's a 149er. There's a 149er. There's a to 10. There's another to 10, but that is a patch. That's 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024. So the kids. I mean, there's another 49. Another 40. Yeah, it's.
Are the
There.
49s from 2026?
Uh-huh.
What are they listed at?
They go. Let's see if I go. Let's see. Let's go. Shipping and the lowest. So the lowest right now, there are two that are at auction that are. One is this. I don't know what he has. I'm assuming the guy has two different ones. Both of these are at auction right now. $2.49 with no bids. $2 delivery. The buy it nows range from $8 to 15.
Wow, that's a big.
10 to 15. I'm sorry, 10 to 15.
So out of 10 was at like 150. 49 is like $15. Damn. So I might be able to get 50 out of it. I don't know.
But again, the guy. But again, there's no autographs sold.
Yeah, so I think so. All right, well, let's move on to our patch cards. First one is Tyler Bremner, and that is just a prism base. It's not numbered.
What does it look like? Okay.
Looks like it could be a glove. I don't know. It's got the holes in it.
So there are none sold.
Wow.
There's one just like that one. Well, that one, there's one of them that's to 99.
Okay.
That is $1, $2.49 shipping. So we'll say $3.50 right now. 17 hours left on an auction.
Okay. So that
And
one.
another one that is that one's to 10. Well, there's a to 10 that has 2 days left and there are no bids.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, our last one is Bryce Bryce Rainer Rainer. That's a patch out of 99. Looks like that guy.
RAINER.
Yes.
Is that him hitting?
That's it right there.
So there's one listed up for him. That's the throwbacks, right?
Yeah.
There's one listed for 30. Buy it now, but then there's two at auction, 99 cents, and then $1.25. But one is with shipping and everything. So one with 1 day left is at $7, and the other one with 1 day left is at $3.75.
And none sold.
I didn't get that one. There's another one for $28. Well, $33 with shipping. There's another one for $18.5, $23. Now let me see if he has sold anything. $199. Nothing sold.
Okay.
So no real comp on him.
So maybe some of these numbered ones will be worth some money. I don't know. I can look it up and see, but I can let you guys know if you guys want to try another box, and I can get 30 to 40 for the cards we have. I can let you know. Other than that, I can ship them out to you, either or.
I can split up the autos and the mems, whatever you guys want to do. So just text me, let me know, give you guys time to think about it.
So right now, right? So I just did a search on eBay 2026 Panini Stars and Stripes. And then I went to sold, and then I listed the most expensive. And there were some boxes and some cases sold, but the first card that comes up is the Connor Griffin Color Blast.
Yeah.
$750.
The
And then,
quote unquote,
and Dexter McLennan Jr., the gold vinyl 1/1, $750. Another Connor at $628. A gold Prism Auto 5/10 for that Roke Cholowski
yeah.
sold for $611.
Yeah, I know there was one, there's somebody got one of his out there. I don't know what it's number 2, that they listed at, I think it's like, maybe it was a triple auto that was like $1,500 they had it listed at. Well, here's one we could look at. This one's out of, it's
Paul
75.
Skeens has Color Blast.
I mean, some of these cards, these numbered cards that we have, might go for something. I don't know.
Yeah, we won't know.
I mean, I'll go through them and figure them out. I don't think the Bobby Witt or the Rhett Lauder are going to be huge, but then again, they might be.
Yeah. The 1/1 vinyl, gold vinyl Prism Superfractor of Connor Griffin is listed right now for $3,000.
Ow.
Liam Peterson, he must be another one. Paul Skeens, Noah Franco.
He did have one of his cards, but not an auto.
His gold vinyl Superfractor is $1,000.
Wow.
Oh man, so a guy with the 22. Here's one for you, John. The 2026 Eli Willis throwback jersey gold vinyl 1/1, $849.
I'll get right on that.
Justin LeBron. Wow, Paul Skeens has a throwback. That's a pretty sweet card. Ryan McCone. Matthew Werner. There's really not a lot of it's like the Color Blast with some of the jumbo patches and stuff like that are the ones that are really going for money. And then your gold vinyl.
Right.
This person didn't even put the player's name in the description, in the title.
Wow.
2026 Panini Stars and Stripes USA gold vinyl 1/1.
Did he sell it?
No, well, you don't know who it. I mean, unless you click on it, you're not gonna know who it is. Jason DeCaro. They did not put the name of the They did not put the name.
And that's probably why he is.
And their item description is: see photos, message with questions. Thank you.
And I'm not going to answer your questions, even though you send me a thing.
Right.
So, like I said, it's up to you guys. We can try another box. He's got plenty of them, let me tell you. And 123, like I said, it's like 130 altogether with tax, a little over that. Which I cover that. I'm not worried about that because it's not that much. But overall, it wasn't a bad box. I mean, yeah, we didn't get the top names maybe, but we got some decent cards. The base cards I will just split up between all of us. Same with these numbered ones, unless they go for, you can find one that's worth a lot of money.
Yep.
But if y'all want to do another box, let me know. We can do it.
or I can I'm good with what we do. I will try to see what I can get for these other cards first, obviously, and then I can let you know via text. I'll put you all in a group text. I'll get Chuck in our group text, and then it'll be up to you guys. I said, yeah, there was no Mookie Wilson. Sorry,
Thank goodness.
he probably would have been in the 1920s one.
Hey, Craig, what's happening?
So, Greg, but I think, for the price and what you get, now granted, yeah, they might be high schools, they might be younger guys, but you get what we get 4 autos and 2 mem cards, and that could change each box. So, I mean, personally, overall, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 so far. Trying to see how many number cards we got. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 so far. 15, 16. 16 numbered cards minus the big hits, the autographs and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not bad, really.
No, not at all.
Better than when you get anything from Tops. I'll tell you that. And when I was reading up on the whole summit, real quick, I know we're running long here. There was no talk. And now I know they want to produce more retail. I heard that. They want to put more retail out. But they had no say about Platinum Anniversary when they were going to release that. There was football. There was some baseball. It was like Dynasty and some other new, like Royal Baseball, since they're doing Royal WWE. It's like, how about the stuff that you're going to release soon? How about let us know about that stuff? But yeah, it was the whole, when I heard, because they did, what's his name did it, the guy that's down there in Atlanta, talked about it, that they want to produce more retail, and he was happy for it. And so was the guy who was telling me, well, I'll take more retail even though it's watered down. Why? Why are you going to want more retail that does nothing in it and still get charged $25 a blaster? Now, they are going to crack down on, supposedly, on LCSs that are upping the price of blasters, megas, and hanger boxes. Supposedly, they should be the same price they are at your retail outlets. So,
Yeah, but who gives a fuck if I go that? Who gives a shit? I go to freaking Walmart and I pay $60 for a friggin' mega box. That's still too much money. Go ahead and fix that part.
yeah, I agree there.
I mean,
Maybe any more than like $30 tops.
yeah, I mean that's the part you need to go ahead and fix.
But here's a good thing. If you got good credit, you can get the Fanatics Tops American Express card that they're coming out with.
Really?
Yeah. That you can earn Fanatics cash for so much that, it's like money back. But you don't get that money back till the end of the year, and you can only use it on Tops and or Fanatics or MLB. They're the only 3 places you can use it. So now you got people going into debt to buy baseball cards. Not that we aren't already, but now you got an American Express card you're going to freaking run up the ass on. I heard that. I was like, no way. That is the dumbest thing ever.
What are they going to do? Like, so you'll get what, $1 for, you'll get some kind of points, whatever you want. I mean, and then they'll wind up doing something with them. So for Tops, when you bought off a Tops website, you would get points, and you could use those points, a lot of them, to get money off of the Tops Now cards.
Right. Now
And then Fanatics came in when they merged everything. They made a change. They're like, "Hey, we're sorry, but we're doing away with all those points." So anybody, and I was one of them, who had points left over, was screwed out of them. The points just went away.
yeah. So yeah, I don't know what their plan is. I know it's supposed to be Fanatics cash. So why do they have a say on what it gets sold at? Target pays way less than the LCS. Right, they do.
Yeah.
But they don't want the LCSs to jack up the prices to where, okay, so a blast that's normally 25 in retail and Walmart and stuff, you're going to charge like 40 for it. I think that's what they're looking at is when they jack it up so high. Like my LCS, he's got the Mega Box of Series 1 right now for $56. That's basically $6 more than what you pay at Walmart, which he's got to make money. So
yeah, I just think the problem you have is that Fanatics should be going to Target and Walmart and saying, drop your prices,
yes,
and then your LCSs can go ahead and follow suit. If I'm an LCS and I find out that Target pays, let's just make a number, $20 a box,
right,
and they get to sell it for $50, and there's a there's a $30 delta there, but I pay $40 a box, and you want me to be more in line. So if I pay, if I'm selling 56, holy shit, now my delta is only $16.
right. I agree.
Yeah.
It is. They do need to fix that, and I'm hoping that is, but I don't.
I don't think they can. I mean, the toothpaste is out of the tube. How do you go? How do you do it?
I don't know. I mean, I haven't read all of what today was about because I think today was the last day. And this is when they did yesterday was what releases we're going to have. And there's a bunch of Disney stuff, a bunch of Star Wars stuff, garbage pail stuff, football, basketball. There was very little baseball. And
I'll tell you one thing. If the plan is, here's a very interesting question. So if the plan is to use the same design for flagship and chrome across the board between the three sports,
right,
there could be an issue with grading companies, because if you're going to start grading some baseball when baseball comes out first for the new year, right? Whatever, let's just say the 2027 season, right? The more than likely the baseball is going to come out first, then basketball and football will follow. So
right.
if baseball is not grading well due to centering or surface, whatever it may be, it would make you believe that the same shit would happen for the football and for the basketball. And now, why are you going to go ahead and grade? Like if you're a person who grades, you collect all three sports, you go ahead and you grade. You go ahead and you grade your baseball. You think you're going to do great. You get a big swift kick in the nuts. Why are you going to go ahead and grade basketball and football?
Agreed. I agree. Another thing they said, you're going to be able to, if you have the Collect app for Topps, that you will be able to do your redemptions immediately on there, and then you'll get the card immediately. I guess I would imagine that would be a virtual card that maybe you could get sent to you.
Do you get both?
It just says Topps announced that you can redeem your redemption cards in your Collect app later this year, and they immediately be added to your collection. You can trade or sell a redemption card to other collectors through the app, even if the card hasn't been produced yet. Well, why are you putting a redemption card in a thing if it hasn't been produced yet? Why?
Because you got to draw. You got to go ahead and
there's not going to be. There is no. Thank God, no Topps Pokemon collab in the works. Thank God. because that would make it even worse. You got Topps Chrome football coming up, and they're going to have the NFL MVP buyback as well. Topps says it plans on using more game-used memorabilia cards and products than any other time in history of the NFL. Whoop-de-doo. Let's see. The NFL products that are upcoming are 2025 Rookie Class, Chrome, Cosmic Chrome, Chrome Black, Finest, Signature Class, and Resurgence. Don't care about that stuff. UFC Chrome stuff. The WWE Royalty WWE. Which the cards look pretty nice, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be out. Basically get rid of us.
Mm-hmm.
WWE Chrome autographs with inscriptions, including Smack Talk cards. Chrome WWE they're coming out with. Where's the baseball? More tennis crap. Star Wars and Spider-Man, SpongeBob is coming back. Neon Illustris, Garbage Pail Universe, and Mars Attacks Xmas. The Disney stuff we all knew about. But there's going to be a ton of that. Where is the baseball? Fantastic Four, non-sports, I don't care about. They're doing more F1 product, obviously. F1 baseball. They're including the Topps World Baseball Classic boxes featuring relics of jerseys, bases, and more. Topps Royalty Baseball towards the end of the year. You got Bowman, Series 2, Finest, Topps Chrome. What is this other one? They show Topps Allen and Ginter, but that's all right. Well, I guess for this year, it'll come out. Topps Chrome Cosmic and 5-star. Nothing about Platinum that's supposed to be released this year. Like they couldn't say, hey, look, we're going to release Platinum like towards the end of the year, middle of the year, but nothing. So nothing really big on baseball coming out, really. Like bring back some of the old, and they did talk about how they have priced more or less the young collector out of it. They want them to bring back more stuff for the young kids. And they're saying, oh, yeah, mega boxes. No, little kid can't pay $50 for a mega box. And that's buying it at Target.
Well, that's what I mean. I don't.
Those
Know.
celebration boxes should be no more than $30. I mean, I like them, yes, but no more than $30. Keep it for the kids. The kids can pay that and get possibly an autograph or numbered card, something.
Well, like I said, I think the thing is they're talking about trying to make things more accessible. They're not. I mean, it's you produce so much that even dollars and cents, it's not there. I mean, for someone who wants to try and reap some of their benefit and get by getting some money back and everything, it's you're basically having to hit a low numbered card, which is probably 10, 5, or out of 10 or less, maybe 25, depending on the player, where there'll be some good value. Other than that, you have to hit, let's say, your 1-of-1, stuff like that, and then maybe you can go ahead and select inserts of superstars.
Right.
But other than that, I mean, you open up that mega box of baseball, of basketball, or of football, and there's no guarantee of getting anything in there. And my goodness gracious, you're just throwing it away.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand. You know, they've turned it into where. I mean, I looked at it. My Lisa and I were in Walmart last night, and again, they still have the what is it? The one that with the C that Nene had.
Contenders?
I think no, I think they still had Chronicles draft picks, the one with Cade Wilson on there. I mean, Cade Cunningham down to like $13 for a blaster, no new lower price. That red sticker, that circle sticker on there. And then and there's a crap ton of all of that stuff out there.
Yeah,
And I know
mine today, and they had 2022, 2023 basketball still on the shelf. And still no stickers on them, just regular price. They're going to sit there.
yeah. Well, yeah, but Dom, you're right. You have to F retail. You're 100% correct. But what are you going to do? Are you going to continue to just go ahead and either get in? So you're either going to get into breaks and pick the team that you want, or you're going to buy hobby boxes, and have to, either split them like we do, or you're going to have to wait and not open as much. I mean, truthfully, it is when you figure the price that one was for. I mean, that's the price of 4 blasters.
Right.
So why not buy that rather than 4 blasters? I mean, Dom is making a great point of what he's saying.
I agree. Yeah.
That one there. That one particular product there, but you can't say the same thing when football flagship is going to come out and say, "Oh, hey, we can get 4 people to split a hobby box of NFL football," and I guess we're going to have to. I can't believe that box won't be 300 or plus.
And my question with basketball and football, are they going to do a hobby box and a jumbo box?
They are. That's
that jumbo box is going to be what, $1,000?
It's going to be up there.
2 hits. If you're taking hits out of hobby boxes, add them to your retail stuff. If you guaranteed me, say, a mem card out of a blaster or out of a mega, okay, maybe I'll give it a shot because you get the right mem card. That can still sell for a decent amount of money. But you're not guaranteeing me that.
Even with less players in the NBA, you can still afford to put a mem at a minimum in every single box that is out there.
Right.
Because you could take one, Jason Tatum jersey, and I'm sure you could go ahead and cut that out where you easily get a few hundred cards.
Right. I agree, Dom. Why take hits away at all and then up the price on us? Because I looked on Blowout, hobby boxes Series 1 now, like $250, $260. Jumbos are over $400. No way am I going to ever pay that.
No, I know. That's
and that World Baseball Classic is probably going to cost you $300.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you if they release Platinum Anniversary, I would not be surprised if it's a $250 box. Just because of how they've been going. I mean, did they 10x the hobby? Yeah, they 10x the price on everybody. It's just sad what Fanatics has done to the hobby. They took the kids out of it, took the collector out of it. It's really, like you said, buy a box and try to sell it on eBay.
Yeah, I think it's that they are, in my opinion, they're focusing in on the person who wants to gamble.
Right.
I can go buy $500 worth of scratch offs. can go buy $500 worth of Mega Millions tickets. I can go buy $500 worth of, I can buy a box or 2 boxes of cards for $500. At least I think what winds up happening is the gambler trying, the ones who were collectors at one time, or not even collectors, but just bought, or not, they collected as a kid. They're not collectors like they are now, going for the one of ones and all kind of stuff. Them sitting there, cracking open a box and open up in a pack, takes them back.
Yeah.
And I think that that they're using that part of the as the gambling aspect. It's gambling, but it gives you a little bit of of a throwback of a back in the day when you were ripping open stuff.
Yeah, I agree. The Allure opening isn't as urgent anymore. I just saw this. I was like, hey, $123. Maybe we can get something good out of it. I saw a lot of people hitting some good hits, so I was like, give it a shot. But I would rather split a box like this than try to open it for myself and try to, because there's no way I'd get $130 back out of this. I'd have to sell every card for like $1. Then maybe.
No, yeah, I mean, you again, there are a few cards that you're going to pull where you can get your money back for 1 box,
Right.
relative to the number that are actually printed.
Right.
And I mean, I don't know, the same type of a deal, from a standpoint of, we can go ahead and you can guess, that, hey, maybe we get lucky and stuff like that, and you get this, that, and the other thing, and something, like. But the thing is, even when we said, when we talk about this stuff, what are we saving ourselves? It only takes 1 card. You could pay for a box and go ahead and get another one.
Yeah.
That's the gamblers. That's the gamblers process.
Me and Dom went through that 2023, I think, or 2020. I think it was 2023. Allen and Ginter, we were getting crazy boxes too. I mean, we were hitting left and right and stuff. But now you can't do that because you're like, all right, well, that's a very average box, and we're good.
That's right.
This stuff, I mean,
honestly, any of those autographs, not the mems, any of the autographs, that you're going to have to hold. I mean, especially the 15U kids, you're talking you have to hold it for 3 years.
Yeah.
And you got to hope he gets drafted as, maybe he gets drafted as a high schooler, in the first round, and you can turn around and maybe, pop that card and saying, hey, look, it's the first year that he was signing on a card. Right. But that's really, these, unless you hit one of, on the 18U, I guess, or the collegiate ones, if you hit those, different story, because those are guys that can get drafted this coming summer.
Right.
So some of those.
When is the baseball draft?
Baseball draft, I believe, is in June.
Okay.
So
you got a shot there at somebody, but
if you got the 18U or the collegiate ones, yes. But like the ones that are the ones where it's a 13U or a 15U, 16U, 14U, those you just want to hold on to. Those really are more of a long-term hold and see maybe what happens.
Yeah, and I don't know what the NTDP is, but we got 2 of those. I see. There's a 15U, another 15U, collegiate, and collegiate. So I mean, some of them, I will take them down, and if the numbered ones I see it gets us some money,
take them down, and I'll let you guys know what he's offering us for them. Because I can take all these autographs and stuff and say, hey, you know, autographs and these couple numbered cards, give me $100 for them. Put stuff in your case. He's got a pretty empty case down there, so he does that. It costs us like $30 for the box.
Yeah.
National team, maybe. If it's a national team, I believe they can be signed as well, I believe.
Not sure.
So,
What?
but anyway, I don't want to keep you up. I know you got work.
Yep, sir.
Thank you guys for coming out. Stay safe. Treat others how you would be treated. Like I said, I will send a mass text out to the four of us doing this break and let you know what he offers us for him, and we go from there. Don't like it, we can split up. With the base, I'm going to split up evenly between us all. Well, mainly between you guys, except for the Dylan Cease cards. And that is it. Stay safe. How you want to be treated.
All right. Don't forget next week if you ever watch if someone sees the end of this one, you know, hashtag Stars and Stripes in your comment, and we'll do WWE WrestleMania preview show next week. That should be fun.
It should be.
Catch you later.
Have a good one, fellas.